joined the Wrestlingus Show, you know where you're at. Of course, you love to listen to the Wrestlingus Show. It's on patreon.com/Lingus Mafia. That's where you can find this show and the different tiers so you could watch this show. You go to Godfather Plus, you got everything, baby. We give you gambling tips over here. We give you extra shows that have nothing to do with wrestling. We give you shows that are special that only have to do with wrestling, like the 34 Days of Lingus, where we reviewed all 34 WrestleManias
in a row.
Thank you, Faust.
At the time,
when there was 34, might have to do the 5 days or whatever the hell we're at now. The 5 days of Lingus soon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in our archives, you got all of the Royal Rumbles reviewed. We have all the SummerSlams reviewed, all the WrestleManias reviewed. Next on that list is going to be Saturday night's main event. And then after that is going to be the Survivor Series, Faust. Survivor Series would be fine in the 80s and getting into early night because you had the teams. It's enjoyable.
Yeah,
at that
there's
point.
not a lot of storylines though. It's
But
just
when you
more
go
like,
into the
let's throw
whole
shit together,
I enjoyed it. It felt different. It was, fall, all that kind of. It just had a feel to it because it was on Thanksgiving. But then you get into where it was he's all one-on-one matches. That I was so damn annoyed by it. It was it makes no sense. It's the whole point of this. It's like having the Royal Rumble without a battle royal. Well, why?
Well, then you get
What are you
to
doing?
what year is that when they have Survivor Series? What was it? Is it called? Was it Judgment Day? What the fuck was it when they had the tournament? That was Survivor Series, wasn't it?
It was Survivor Series. That was where Rock flipped on Mick.
Right.
Oh, yeah. It was Survivor Series. Deadly Games, I think it was.
Oh, okay. I knew it had a tagline, but I
They're
couldn't
always
remember
with the
what it was.
nonsense. The Snickers presents.
Right.
It was the Oxy blimp flying over me. You hear it, and I'm fucking. I see a guy on the floor, fucking with his
10-10-220 and 1-800-COLLECT.
10-10-220, motherfucker. Oh, it's
dial down the middle.
1-800-COLLECT. Is that what you like, faggot?
Yeah.
All right, everybody, let's get into SmackDown. We will get into Raw's Dirty 30. And you know what?
X.
As a starving man, Faust, somebody throw me a piece of bread. Delicious. And I ate that piece of bread on Monday, and we will talk about it. But first, we're going to give you SmackDown. These are all the Freebird stuff. And guess what? Freebirds, if you want to hear about Raw, you got to go over to Patreon. You know the deal. And you're probably annoyed by us, and half the time just go, F these guys, I ain't listening. They only give me half the show. Well,
we should wave to the people watching on YouTube. They get to see the first 15 minutes too. Hello,
first
YouTube.
15 minutes on YouTube too. There's a YouTube show so you can see some of the nonsense, and you can see my background and Faust's boring ass background, which will never change. I think you should just have a Faust to pay homage to Blarn. You need a
Japanese curtain,
Japanese rice paper wall, and you get an old one like that. It's like got holes in it. You know, all kind of crazy, nonsense in there, or like a background through it where you have the holes in it. And then have like another backing for our end, and we could post pictures of his old roommate's girlfriend, so you would see through and see her, or see the silhouettes. Have a silhouette glowing through it. All right, let's get to this show. The Bloodline arrive in the garage. Sammy's all happy, but Roman a little bit pissy. A little bit pissy.
Yeah, we see Sammy. He's shaking hands, doing daps with the Usos,
and he tried to do the believes.
To Roman,
yeah, he don't do the fist. He's like F off. Tag team tournament.
Roman left him hanging.
The Vikings versus the Bang Brothers. Fucking condolences to Jay, Faust. That's what they have here. Because this is where now old Jay Briscoe's dead.
Extend your fucking condolences.
That's what you do.
Also, apparently the Viking Raiders are soothsayers too, because they had them boys on their armbands, and the Cowboys didn't lose till 2 days later.
They must have known. How do they know, Faust? They should be on our betting programs. That's how they would do it. Okay, so we have them versus, the Bang Brothers and the Vikings. I'm shocked that they do the 10 beats of the Bowery because of Hamlin. I'm always wondering if they had a meeting with, you could stop somebody's heart with this pounding on the chest, I think Sheamus listens to the rhythm first and then goes. So he knows not to hit it the right time.
So there's that 1 millisecond, right? So 1 in a million shot, Doc. Maybe he aims to the other side of the chest, so it's not right on the heart, or I don't know.
Faust, they got to outlaw the heart punch. this is a horrible thing that, you know, you gotta, Crush is dead. So he had a heart attack. Imagine that. So the Vikings look strong. They say make the Vikings look strong, but lose.
Right.
But does this stop a push? But I don't think it does. It just, but it doesn't help if they're like, where's their push? And they lose the tournament.
And they lose the first round. You would think since they're trying to build up the Vikings again, maybe
they're them against maximum male models.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lotharios.
Lotharios. So right away I go, oh, the final's going to be the Brutes against the Bang Brothers. That was my original thought,
makes
Faust.
sense.
And I'll, listen, I know that's not the case, but I tell you what I was thinking at the time.
All right.
Sammy talks to Roman in the back, and he says he was upset last week.
What's up to
It's a Richard Lewis talking to Roman Reigns in the back. I don't know. He's got to wear all black, hunch over. Last week, and he had a match with the Uso. He had the match won, but the Uso showed up, and he was kind of like, I had this. What, come on, I want to prove myself. Roman's pissy.
Yeah.
Saying, why don't you just leave? I have to explain myself and our plan. Get out. And I'm like, this is bullshit. What is this? I'm like, the guy who's doing something for you.
Go.
Yeah, it's very, listen, it's a storyline and reason does not matter because because you try to reason with any bad guy, it makes no sense.
Yeah, I felt like Roman's turn was like too, not rushed, but like it just felt like Sammy didn't do much to deserve.
He's done nothing to, and when we get to Raw, the man has only stepped in front of bullets.
Yeah,
there is not one. In fact, Faust, when we get to Raw, I am shocked they didn't bring up when they were like, you weren't there until the end where KO did all this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you tell me to go get your jet fueled and your limos? What is that? See, they don't use that reasoning where you go, you told me to go out. What are you talking about? How is this that I got here? And I still came out, but I was still doing your job in the back.
Still your errand boy.
Yeah, I'm still breaking out a ladle.
I was getting your shine box.
Paul's fantastic, like behind Roman, as we said. Yeah. Go.
You just the facials he's making in the background.
Yeah, he's always like a troll in the back. Troll under a bridge. Gonzalez promo, Faust. How is she gonna win the Raw? This is the everybody's gonna do
because it's in San Antonio.
Yes,
big smiles.
Big smiles. Faust, I couldn't see the middle of her teeth because her horn was bent over the front of the mouth. It dripped all the way up. Faust, look like this. You can only see the sides.
She's got to win it for her Chicanos and Tejanos
Faust,
over there in Texas.
Get this though, I look and I go, she's very pretty. In a certain angle and certain light, I go, she gorgeous face, Faust. And I look down and I go, hello, sir. And there's no tip. I said, she got great teeth. I said, I bet you Braun went. He told me once, Faust. I didn't want you to say, I bet. He told me. He said like this. He said, you see my girlfriend, Gonzalez? I said, yeah. He goes, and she got great teeth. I said, yeah. He goes, nicest teeth I've ever came across. Fantastic. I've never seen anybody. Thank you.
But
Faust. LA Knight comes out and he says, how he gonna win the Rumble? Yeah. So he goes out there, right? And not gonna win the Rumble, but he goes out there and he says, Bray don't know if he's Uncle Howdy. Now he says he is Uncle Howdy. He's the Fiend. He's everything now. I'm gonna show him what I am. This is what I'm gonna do. So now we got LA Knight versus a jobber. So he gets a match finally. I love that, if anybody saw a tribute to the troops and he get wiped out by Braun, what are they doing? Tron keeps flashing.
Yeah.
He's showing the.
And by the way, Cole doesn't even know what the rules are to a pitch black match.
Nobody knows what. I wonder if they do yet.
Probably not. All we know is that you have to win by pin or submission.
Faust, do you think the lights go out during the match periodically and just come back on and like. They're facing each other, and then they're away from each other, facing the other, and go, damn, like they can't see. And then eventually, it is going to be Howdy in the ring instead. And then it could go away, and it won't be again, and it will be something.
You might have nailed it.
Faust, get out of my fucking way. Out of my fucking way. Faust, I just thought of this right now. Thank you. That's even better.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Tron flashes after the win. We get a Firefly Funhouse, in which Billy goes, "This means Vince is back." The funniest thing is I tweeted during the show about something I said, this proves that Vince isn't in charge. And then I saw later on that he tweeted, "This proves Vince is in charge." So I'll get to mine later, but he says, "Oh, this is because he loves that Funhouse shit, so it's back." And I'm like, I don't know if that'd be really the case. No,
back. I think maybe this was just part of it.
Yeah, it's a part of his story, whatever.
Yeah, we see Bray's putting the set back together. He's wearing a tool belt. And you can see his ass crack.
That's great.
Well, it's censored,
covered. Yeah. Howdy's shows up on the Tron then. And he goes, "I told you, all you needed was a little push. Faust, I should do like this. I could do this on here, Faust. And go, let's see.
I told you so. All you needed was a little push."
You gotta hold your jacket too.
I told you so. All you needed was a little push.
Okay. Well worth the $8,000 this board is worth. So he's gonna leave. He thought he was gonna say, this is where he starts it. He goes, I thought he was going to say was when he said all you needed was the next line to believe. I was like, he goes, all you needed. I go, he's gonna say it. He go, oh my God. Bray says, "You did this, you open the door, and whatever comes out is your fault." Hey man, I've kept this buried alive for a long time, and it's been eating to come on out, and it's gonna give you a muddy oyster. I'm gonna come out of here. Tag team tournament continuing.
Joke right there. That's all we got was these fucking tag team
like this. Shit roll. Shit roll.
There goes Top Dollar wearing a ski mask again. And why? Because he's stealing money. He's yelling at a fan because I couldn't see what the sign said, because later we see him tear it up, but I wish I knew what the sign said.
Had to say Flop Dollar.
Yeah.
Shit Row versus Lotharios. Full bad guy Hit Row now. B-Fab even grabs a leg of one of the Lotharios that gets rolled up. I'm like, they're trying to keep the Lotharios employed. We don't ever see them.
You like the acting on Flop Dollar too, when he tears off Angel's pants because he's grabbing his pants, and then he's wearing the breakaway pants.
Yeah.
So the pants tear off. Top Dollar's against pants. What?
He tears them off expecting them in him.
I know.
Where'd he go? Where did he go to?
Like he's never seen a Lothario's match. He's never seen that Angel Garza always starts a match with pants and ends up in his fucking tighties.
It's modern day. It's not as bad as Angle and the boot with Eddie. Because Angle turned around and looked at that boot like, where did he go?
What?
What is this? There's a shoe, and I swear this used to be on Eddie, but now it's by itself.
Did he die?
What am I supposed to do here? I can't understand. Oh, I've been rolled up. Oh no. Oh, Cody promo video again. Same one as from last week. Strowman promo fouls. Why he's gonna win. He goes, my girlfriend did this. I might as well say I'm gonna win too. And he goes up there.
I'm gonna win the Rumble. It's me. I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't have the teeth though.
No, but that's how he does. I'm gonna. Yeah. It's a monster among men. Okay. Monster among monsters now.
I'm
not
gonna
among
throw
men.
everybody out of the ring. Raw.
I'm gonna throw everybody out one by one.
Thank you. Charlotte in the ring saying,
you could use the same filter.
All hail the queen. I am here, Charlotte Flair.
Thank you, Charlotte. She's saying, Sonya, you don't have to cry to Pierce. You could just ask for a match. Sonya, I could use the same effect for her too. Sonya comes out and says how she is better than the rest in the back, and she's so good. This is such fucking nonsense.
I know.
She's never won a match.
Exactly.
I could not tell you when we've seen her win a match. Charlotte says, I'll fight you tonight.
Yeah.
And then Sonya.
Pierce is like, oh, yeah, because she's, oh, well, if you make it a title match.
Yeah, and she goes, no.
Pierce is like, nope.